cool things start with the people. And we got some cool people here. We got some really cool people. But I want to share their stories with you. I want you to know who is actually behind the scenes, who makes this work every single day. Because after all the fears and the anxieties and the constant nervousness of running a restaurant, running a business, it makes it all worth it when you get to talk to the people. When I get to talk to the people at the table, when I get to talk to you, when I get to talk to our teams that are showing up in the kitchens, that are serving the drinks, that are making the food and making the experience, that's what makes it worth it. Before all of the television, before all of the competition shows, before anyone even knew my name in this town, it started right here. And that's something that I want to share with you today. I want you to understand what is so special about Lucky Dumpling. What is so special about this community living in Colorado Springs. Why I chose to start my business here. The people that I support, the people that I get to work with every day, that's what I want to share with you today. So come along for this ride, stay on this journey, stay on this path with me, and we're going to tell you a story.
So Lucky Dumpling began as a vision from brother when he was traveling through Asia, his childhood growing up in Oakland, having that heavy Asian influence in San Francisco and Oakland area, where he would go out with his father and dine at these, awesome dumpling restaurants.
For me, it's personal. The story starts with my earliest food memory. I think back to my father taking me down Chinatown in San Francisco. That's the first food memory I have, is eating dumplings with him. And I wanted something personal. I wanted something that I could present to this community that was special to me and was heartfelt, and I wanted them to feel it.
This space was originally a bar called the Triple Nickel.
And I looked around and it was a punk rock bar, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna start a restaurant. I had this crazy vision, this crazy idea to start doing something different. I wanted to do it for myself. I wanted to do it for the community. I wanted to be on my own.
Brother approached him and said, hey, I want to open up a restaurant. And from there, they, decided that they were going to come together and each take their space. JJ gets the bar, brother gets the food. And, it just blossomed into this new thing. And then from there, brother just took off. Street Eats went crazy and Top Chef happened. And then he decided that he really wanted to try and iron it out and open up himself a fine dining spot. And that led to Four. Four led to Lucky Dumpling, which was something that's always been on the backside of his mind.
And ironically, a year ago, I got that chance to come back to this space and do Lucky Dumpling.
Right around the corner from Dutch Brothers, off the beaten path in the heart of downtown, next to El Taco Ray and the Echo apartment complex on Wasatch in Colorado.
7 years ago, I made the decision to start a business, right? To go for it, to jump off the cliff, to build something here in Colorado Springs. I started in this space, right where I'm standing 7 years ago. It was the Triple Nickel back then.
Triple Nickel, back in the day, this area was a mishmash of misfits, and it was quintessential Colorado Springs.
It's about connecting the community, it's about sharing memories, building memories, and being able to tell a story.
Lucky Dumpling is this little niche Asian fusion restaurant that has this wild flair from Brother Luck, where we take crazy ideas and we you know, those ideas inspire unique dishes like a pork green chili dumpling. You know, it's all over the place, but it's absolutely delicious. You come into this environment and it's hip hop and it's just chill, and the staff is amazingly friendly.
Hip hop, Wu-Tang Clan kind of atmosphere where we're all upbeat and just want to show you who we are and where we come from.
It's like all different cultures that you grew up with, and the music and the foods, and it's like a beautiful culmination.
So Lucky Dumpling's identity is definitely Asian fusion meets hip hop meets kung fu. You know, the old school movie with Shown Up.
Lucky Dumpling is not just about the dumplings or the food. Lucky Dumpling is inspired by hip hop.
Hip hop, that idea of Asian cuisine, but with this Americanized, modernized, crazy, creative culture that goes in with it.
You look around and you'll see a picture of Too Short. You'll see the Wu-Tang Clan. You'll see hip hop bumping.
I feel like I kind of grew up the same way brother did, and I really like the kung fu element because my dad went to grade school with Bruce Lee in Hong Kong, and also I just love the Asian culture in China because my grandpa was a general for Chiang Kai-shek.
Karate flicks. One of my favorite things about my childhood was watching old school karate flicks. And I always watched them with my grandmother. When she would babysit us, she would actually sit us down to watch old Bruce Lee movies, or we would watch the Jackie Chan movies, or she wanted to see Chuck Norris putting it down.
We are the only one of our kind here in Colorado Springs. I've always wanted to bring authentic Chinese food to here, so brother beat me to it, and you're not gonna get that anywhere else in the city.
Colorado Springs is a very special place to me. And the reason it's special to me is because this is the first place I've ever lived where I wanted to call it home. And when you find home, you want to build. You want to build and you want to be a part of something. So I rooted.
I feel like Lucky Dumpling has brought upon like the best flavors that Asia has to offer, like for street foods and all the top restaurants, like in the big cities.
Lucky Dumpling is a little special to me because brother and I have worked together many years over our career, and he's taken me along in many directions and has inspired and driven me to do many things with my life that I would not be in this position if it wasn't for that inspiration. And when he called me up and had an opportunity for me to come in and join his team, I was absolutely ecstatic to be part of that.
I started a year ago. I didn't really have anything. I was homeless for roughly a year, and then I ended up coming across a brother and he gave me a job.
Probably the best job I've ever had. I'm gonna be here a long time to support my little family.
Lucky Dumpling means the saving grace. Damn, that's an emotional subject. Man. What is Lucky Dumpling?
I have a 9-month-old baby boy and an 11-year-old daughter. I am a single mom, just trying to make ends meet.
What is Lucky Dumpling? Lucky Dumpling is home. Lucky Dumpling is somewhere you come to feel safe, welcomed, and loved.
The opportunity to take something like this and help it grow into something even bigger, you know, maybe another location, or just making this place a statement on the map is, to me, it's humbling to know that we have people out there that like drive you to that point.
Came in and sat next to our door and waited for brother. And finally he came around to my interview and he wanted to hear my story, and I told him my story, and thankfully he gave me a job, and I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon. This is the best place in town.
The only way this works, the only way this restaurant survives, the only way this restaurant can build is with you. We need you. We appreciate you. You are a part of us. Our story is your story because we're one community.